It was 14 years ago, almost to the day, that Casey Stoner won the Aprilia Superteen Championship at this very circuit, Donington Park, after a mass scrapple season with Chaz Davis. And 14 years on, we have a new champion. Rory Skinner, number 11, won it here yesterday, and congratulations to Rory, the Scotsman, number 11. Such a fantastic season. He has been the dominant force, but he's had one or two contenders along the way, and not least Georgina Polden, second on the grid there, number 27, and Danny Booth, number 46, third on the grid. He's having a great second half of the season. Away we go. That was a rocket start from Dan Drayton on the second row. As we head down towards Red Gate Corner, the first turn here, you can see Rory Skinner using all the exit there of pit lane to get himself the best possible line down into turn one, and it is the champion Rory Skinner that has the lead as they now lift themselves up through Hollywood and then down into Grainer. Such a beautiful day here for some motorcycle racing, and a great lead already for the new champion Rory Skinner, who'll be flat out down through Craner curves on these Aprilia 125 production motorcycles. Of course, it's class for 12 to 18 year olds, and as you just heard a moment ago, famous for creating stars such as Stoner, Davies, Crutchlow and many more along the way. And orange bibs, by the way, complete newcomers to the championship for the year, and there's one or two riders that are in their first full year that have ditched their orange jackets. You do get rid of them after a while, depending on results. There's number 63, George Anderson, who was on the podium Anglesey last time out, but it is Skinner that has the advantage from Georgina Polden. She's there in second place, number 27, as they head down the back straight. Now this is the national circuit here at Donington Park, so they'll actually now be going straight down into Roberts S's here, which is flick right then left. A great overtaking opportunity onto the start finish straight, modified slightly over the last few years, that chicane. But it's Skinner that has the advantage so far from Georgina Polden. In third place there in the background is number 44, Ed Best, currently third overall in the standings. Then it's 71, Freddie Crane, a newcomer who came into this championship this year and has really come on song the last couple of rounds. We've seen him on the podium, and the 15-year-old going really well. Dan Drayton in the mix again, of course. Dan, who won that wet race at Anglesey last month. Tristan Finocchiaro, Shane Faber, who was the long-time Nitro newcomer leader of this championship, is inside the top 10. But Daniel Booth has taken the lead of that newcomers championship. Whatever happens here today, that's going down to the final round at Mallory Park next month. Ed Best there, number 44, in third place. Then there is number 71, Freddie Crane from Ramsey on the Isle of Man on the Jugger Racing Aprilia, having a look over his shoulder. What a lead Skinner's got here, and he is just gone across the line and broken the lap record, folks. That lap record's been there for quite some time. Tom Oliver from, I think that must have been 2011 or 12, something like that. I think 11, yes, it must have been 11, as Dan Drayton goes up the inside of Danny Booth there. But Rory Skinner has now got the lap record. There is Danny Booth, number 46 from Preston on the Longton Factory Services Aprilia. As I said, just taken the lead of the Nitro Newcomer Championship. But Polden goes through at the bottom of the screen. She's in second. Then it's Best. Then it's Crane. Great battles going on here for third place. Tristan Finocchiaro, number 58 there, coming through from Redditch on the Transmet Group Aprilia. Half English, half Italian, hence the name. But it's Ed Best at the moment that leads that scrap for third place. Freddie Crane, number 71, a newcomer. Then it's Dan Drayton. There's Finocchiaro once more. Shane Faber's not a million miles away. Miles Wasley started 12th on the grid further back. That's Edgar Machado there, number 5 with the pink wheels. Another newcomer for this season. Started 13th on the grid, but has struggled in this race a little. It is Skinner, though, from pole position, who is constantly on lap record pace. Georgina Polden in a comfortable second place. By the way, she has wrapped up second overall in the championship. And here comes Danny Booth from about 5th place up into third. And Drayton also comes through and mugs Ed Best. So Ed Best there, number 44 with the purple wheels, really has just been stitched up as they go onto the start finish straight now, and Ed tries to get back into the slipstream. Booth it is, number 46 on the right of your screen in third. But look at this, Ed Best and Dan Drayton, elbows out down into Redgate Corner. Freddie Crane's there as well, and Ed Best just about manages to get the better of Dan Drayton. But it's so quick through here on these bikes, they literally just dump a gear and then back onto the throttle again, flat out more or less, all the way down here through Craner curves. They then go through this left-hander down into the old hairpin. Another good overtaking opportunity before getting themselves back on the throttle again and flat out all the way around Schwant's curve and up towards McLean's. We continue to see battles further back. That's Connor Thompson, number 9, another a newcomer, Connor from Hawley on the CRT Racing Aprilia. But it has all been about Rory Skinner this season, the RS Racing Aprilia rider from Perth. Of course, it was at this circuit last year that we saw him for the first time, and he got himself straight on the podium. We knew we had a new teen sensation, and as we see further back there, that is number 69, Keelan Irwin. That's another name to look out for in the future. Keelan there with the orange vest on from over from Ireland. He's been sponsored by the Oasis Bar, and I think we'll see a bit of him next year. He's been nicknamed Fred Merkel, by the way. You'll know why when you see him when he takes his helmet off. Of course, he's got long, blonde, bright blonde, curly locks. Keelan Irwin, but keep an eye out for him next season. Yeah, going back to Rory Skinner, the championship leader. He wowed us at the end of last year, but a very happy birthday to him. He turned 13 yesterday, and that was the day he picked up his Aprilia Superteens championship. Not bad going at all, and there are rumours suggesting he could be on his way to Red Bull Rookies, of course, that follow the MotoGP championship along. Whatever he goes on to do, everyone at Thundersport GB wishes him all the best. He's one to look out for, and here he is, still leading this race and still in the low 124s, going very well indeed. Second place, Georgina Polden. Georgina had a couple of wins so far this year in the Aprilia Superteens, as there's just one lap left now for Rory Skinner. Georgina has wrapped up second overall, and still not quite sure what Georgina's going to be doing next season. There's talk of maybe moving into Moto3 Championship in nationally, or possibly in the Aprilia 450s. There is also talk of Rory Skinner playing with the idea of getting an Aprilia 450 and doing the Red Bull Rookies as well, as because the Red Bull Rookies don't follow every round of MotoGPs. Either way, we're not probably going to know until we get to the first round of the 2015 championship. This is Skinner though, just putting a lap there on Jack Scott, one of the Nitro newcomers that's new to the scene. Jack from Luton on the JJ Racing Aprilia. Further back, that battle for third place continues, although Dan Booth does seem to have got himself away from the rest of the pack. Ed Best and Freddie Crane, Dan Drayton and co all fighting for the remaining places, but it is Rory Skinner that comes down the back straight into Roberts S's left, then right, then left, and then onto the start finish straight, and that was easy for Rory Skinner. He's taken the lap record. It's 3 wins out of 3 this weekend for him. Georgina Polden is confirmed in second place, number 27. There she goes. And so that is a fine display from the new champion, Rory Skinner. You can look behind you all you like. You've got some lead there. Skinner wins 11.9 seconds ahead of Georgina Polden. Dan Booth is third and wins the Nitro newcomers. Ed Best fourth. Freddie Crane is in 5th place. Good result for Freddie, that ahead of Dan Drayton. There's the top 3 overall: Rory Skinner, Georgina Polden and Daniel Booth. And Booth stands on the top step for the newcomers as well, ahead of Freddie Crane and Shane Faber. Third place in the Nitro newcomers, Shane Faber. Shane, back on the podium, sun shining here at the end of the season. How did you enjoy the race?
Yeah, I had a really good race. I had some really good battles with Tristan and Freddie at the start. I managed to stay with the front group, but I fell back at the end, so hopefully in the next race I can stay with them.
Anyone to thank at all?
Yeah, I'd say big thanks to John and Faber Builder Contractors, Ash Honda, Links Cafe, John Davis, Mary, Keith, and everyone else who's helped me.
Well done to you. We'll move on to second place in the Nitro newcomers, and back on the podium again. Freddie, this has been a good couple of rounds for you. You're really coming on strong and starting to catch up with these guys on the main podium.
Yeah, it's really good. I had a really good battle with Danny, and I managed to stay with the front group for a little while, and then he just started to edge away. But I had a really good race, and yeah, hopefully you can go up there a bit more. And
do you have anyone to thank at all?
Yes, I want to say thank you to Alan and Val Cook, Andy Broughton and Neil Wood for getting me here, otherwise I wouldn't be here right now. Splinters of Ramsey, CES, Isle of Man, my mum, dad, Azzy Paints, and Dunlop, Aprilia, Superteens, fun sport.
Well done to you. Move on to the overall Nitro Newcomer winner and third place in the Aprilia Superteen race itself. Daniel, it's been a great second half of the season for you. You've had a bit of up and down results here and there, but this weekend has been really solid, and now you're leading the Nitro Newcomer Championship.
Yeah, I didn't have too good of a start to the season, a load of like DNFs and stuff, but it's starting to get better. That race, I didn't get too good of a start, so I couldn't tag onto Georgina and Rory, but yeah, still good result and hope for more.
And anyone to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Motrack Racing team, Design Iteration, Longton Batteries, and Aprilia Thundersport, Dunlop, and everyone else who helps me.
Well done to you, Danny. We'll move on to second place overall, Georgina. Georgina, you weren't able to quite catch up with Rory out front here, but it's another podium for you. It's been a good, solid season. It looks like second's pretty much wrapped up now as well. How are you feeling out there?
Yeah, just a shame Rory got away. Just tried to stay consistent, but yeah, I think we've secured second place in the championship, so really happy with that. And a big thanks to my dad for obviously helping me get through the season to do that. I'd like to say thank you to Kingston Centre, Puteline Oils, Art Scaffolding, Nolan Oils, Oxford Products, Aprilia Thundersport and Dunlop.
Well done to you. And now we move on to the young man of the hour, Rory. First of all, a very happy birthday for yesterday. You turned 13, you got 2 race wins yesterday, you secured the championship, and today you've won the first race and you've got the lap record. Does it get any better than that?
No, I mean, that's been a brilliant weekend. I really like this track. Yesterday, I was going to try. We weren't thinking about the point situation between me and Georgina. We just kept our head down, and we managed to secure enough points to clinch the championship yesterday.
And you must have a long list of people to thank, because you've had so many people supporting you all the way through the year, and you've been waiting for this moment. So here's your opportunity.
Yeah, thanks. Skinner Motorcycle, Strathairn Tyres, Scott's Bearings, Scott Leathers, 151, Tokheim, Bennett's, Neil Hodgson, my mum, dad, Bill and Phil, WK Bikes, and everybody else who support me.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, second Super Teen race coming up later in the show. Welcome back to Donington Park. We've gone past the halfway point of this show here, the Aprilia Challenge, and it's time for race 2 for the Aprilia Super Teens. Rory Skinner there has won 3 out of 3 races this weekend at Donington Park and has got the lap record, and it's his birthday. Couldn't get any better for him. Well, of course he could. 4 out of 4 would do nicely. Georgina Polden second on the grid, and there's Danny Booth, who's third on the grid, leading the Nitro Newcomer Championship. There you can see Freddie Crane, who had an excellent first race, Dan Drayton and Ed Best on the second row for the Aprilia Super Teens. Their last race of the weekend here at Donington Park, their last race of the year at Donington Park, and away they go from the line. Another cracking start there. On the second row for Dan Drayton, number 34, you can see him centre of your picture, but Rory Skinner, it is that's going to get the whole shot down into turn 1 ahead of Georgina Polden and Dan Drayton. Then it's Ed Best, Danny Boo, a good start there for Shane Faber also. I can see TJ Toms got away well, number 7, you'll see him with the yellow wheels, but look at this. This is what Rory Skinner's been able to do time after time this season. He gets himself away and out of trouble. And a sensational start for him. Freddie Crane is up into the top 6 or 7 as well. Number 16 just going through there was Lee Harnett. And number 26 is Alex Wood. Alex, one of the newcomers for this season. Rory Skinner, it is that leads through McLean's, ahead of Georgina Polden, number 27. Then Dan Drayton and Ed Best, who had a look up the inside. Cameron Fraser, I just saw making progress. Number 55 and 73 going through. Also Jack Scott and Cameron Tenzing Jenkins. Not the greatest of starts there from CTJ. Started 13th on the grid, just running into a bit of trouble there. But Skinner it is that leads from Polden. That's a similar story to race 1. Dan Drayton, no, looking for another podium. He's up into 3rd place, and now Ed Best loses one. Danny Booth, number 46 with the green wheels there, goes up the inside of Ed Best, who, with any sort of result here in this second race, will sew up 3rd overall in the Aprilia Superteen Championship for 2014. The top 2 places, of course, already decided. Polden there in 2nd behind Skinner. Then it's Booth now, who's gone up to 3rd ahead of Dan Drayton. Further back, that's Shane Faber, 24, up the inside of TJ Toms. Shane Faber on the JDF Aprilia. TJ Toms out there on the Motrack Racing Aprilia, but Going through Craner curves now. There is Danny Booth, number 46 on the Donington Battery Services of Aprilia, up ahead of Dan Drayton and Scunthorpe. Now up in towards McLean's we go. Skinner it is that still has that nice advantage from Georgina Polden. This battle for third continues. Booth and Drayton. Danny Booth just about got it at the moment. He took the lead in the Newcomer Championship yesterday here at Donington Park, away from Shane Faber. But if Shane can get himself a couple of decent results here on the podium, then that will just go down to Mallory Park. 4 races for these guys, these boys and girls at Mallory Park to end the season on. Polden's still there in second, and then it's Booth, Drayton, and now Ed Best, number 44, having a look up the inside from 4th up into second. Is he? Oh, and a wide line there from Booth, and Best manages to get through, so he's gone from 5th place up into 3rd place now, and Dan Drayton is fighting back the rider from Scunthorpe. They are touching elbows as they go down the start-finish straight and then tipping down into turn 1 at Redgate, and it's going to be Best that just closes the door on Dan Drayton. So Best goes up ahead of Drayton. Danny Booth there in 5th place as well. We've got Tristan Finocchiaro and Miles Wassley a bit further back. Miles on the KJD Racing Aprilia. Keelan Irwin having another good race on the Oasis Bar Aprilia, up inside the top 10. And then Faber and Thomas Burnett, George Anderson, Jack Reed, Edgar Machado and Jack Scott. Lee Harnett, it's just come up on the time screens. Number 16, the rider from Dublin, has got himself a 10-second penalty for yellow flag infringement. There is CTJ, Cameron Tenzing Jenkins from Callender on the Inver Trossachs Aprilia 125. This is your race leader, Rory Skinner, looking very comfortable out front. He's got a good 5-6 second lead over Georgina Polden, who in turn has got about 4 seconds over these guys. And Daniel Booth it is now that takes a turn to move into 3rd place, number 46 ahead of 34, Dan Drayton, and then Ed Best. And these guys just being lapped at the moment. Sam Messenger, Matt Bauer. So they're not part of the battle for 3rd place overall. Tristan Finocchiaro is, though. In fact, no, that's Shane Faber. These guys are a part of this fight. Apologies. We have got a proper ding-dong going on here. These guys have all caught up to that battle for 3rd place. So down into Craner curves, they've been tripping each other up so much that they have invited a few others to the party. Booth in 3rd, ahead of Drayton, ahead of Best. So Danny Booth will now try and do what he did in race 1, and that's just inch away slowly. This is Georgina Polden. She's in 2nd place, the rider from Oxford on the King's Two-Wheel Centre Aprilia. Then Booth, then Drayton, then Best, then Crane, Finocchiaro, Shane Faber and Keelan Irwin. That's Cameron Fraser, and that's Miles Wassley from Stonehouse. So have all done exceptionally well to catch up with these guys, and they could be fighting for a podium soon. Rory Skinner it is, though, that has this advantage going through the final chicane and onto the start-finish straight. So far, not put a foot wrong this weekend and is looking for 4 wins out of 4. Polden's gone across the line in 2nd. It's Booth and then Best. Has an aggressive move from Best there as they change places onto the start-finish straight we go. And Dan Drayton there getting back into the slipstream. Across the line we go. Finocchiaro's there with Shane Faber and TJ Toms as well. This, and Rory Skinner, is even a problem there. Rory Skinner's sort of sitting up there, and he has got an issue with his Aprilia Superteen machine, number 11, and the championship leader's not going to get 4 out of 4 this weekend. And that's a shame for him because he deserves it, but there's a problem with Rory Skinner's machine. And I think he's going to pull out down at the old hairpin, and that would mean Georgina Polden would inherit the lead. Danny Booth has edged away in 3rd place. He'll now go into 2nd. So this fight between Ed Best and Dan Drayton will be for the final podium place. So Georgina Polden then goes into the lead of the race, I guess. It is number 46 there, Danny Booth in 2nd, Ed Best 3rd, and Dan Drayton 4th. Still waiting to get confirmation. Not seen Rory Skinner yet, but it did certainly look like he had some sort of issue with his Aprilia Superteen machine. So it's not going to be the cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake then for Rory. Nevertheless, he does lead here as the champion overall. Georgina Polden, though, she's going to get herself another win to end the season. It looks like the last lap flag is out for her. Nice advantage that she's got there over Dan Booth. And Dan Booth has now opened up a lovely gap himself back to this fight for third. Ed Best and Dan Drayton. It was Drayton actually in third that time as they went across the line. Further back then, Cameron Fraser, Finocchiaro, Wasley, Irwin, etc. are fighting for the rest of the places. Look at them all here. That is going to be Cameron Fraser as it that gets the advantage. Finocchiaro is taking a really sort of wide line from the exit of pit lane there. Cameron Fraser then is now up into 5th place. That would in fact mean that he would go into 2nd place in the newcomers overall. Georgina Polden here just got a bit of traffic to deal with, so she's got to put a lap there on 1 or 2 riders, but Polden here is going to win another Super Teen race here on TV day. Of course, she won one back at Anglesey as well. It's looking good here for Georgina. Just the back straight here, Dunlop straight, and then into Roberts S's, and then onto the Wheatcroft straight, and that's it. And well, sometimes you've just got to take these wins. Rory Skinner looked odds on to take it, but a problem for him. And Georgina Polden, 2nd overall in the championship this year, has won another one. Checkered flag out for her. She takes the victory overall. There is Daniel Booth. He's going to take 2nd and wins the Nitro Newcomers, so he'll extend his championship lead in that. And then in the background, Ed Best it is that has just gone across the line in 3rd ahead of Dan Drayton. Cameron Fraser is 5th, and he will be 2nd overall in the Nitro Newcomers, and then it's Tristan Finocchiaro there in 6th place. So good race that for Cameron Fraser, getting himself in the end up into the top 5. Top 3 overall, Polden, Booth and Ed Best, as you can see there. Georgina, big smile on her face. And in the newcomers, Daniel Booth, the winner from Cameron Fraser and Miles Wasley. 1 round to go then for these guys, and this is how it looks. The yellow background of Rory Skinner's name and his points means he's the champion. He wins it from Polden and Best, and then Joe Thompson still hanging on in there in 4th ahead of Booth and Drayton. And in the newcomers, it's all to play for still. Just 17 points separating Daniel Booth and Shane Faber as we head into Mallory Park next month.
Third place in the Nitro Newcomers here at Donington, race 2, Miles Wasley. Miles, it's not all gone your own way this weekend, but you're back up on the podium here, and you're still fighting in the top 4 or 5 of that Nitro Newcomer Championship.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. Well, apart from Saturday qualifying, I binned it down Craner 2nd lap, and that didn't go down too well, but apart from that, it's been a good weekend, really.
Well, they say that you're not a proper racer until you crash down Craner Curve, but you must have a few people to thank.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Mum and Dad, John Bash, Rep Class Racing, KJD Racing, and Fraser's Motorcycles for giving me oil.
Well done to you, Miles. We'll move on to 2nd place in the newcomers now, Cameron Fraser. Cameron, another trophy for your collection for this season, a good end to the year.
Yeah, it was. I was having a good battle with Miles, Tristan at the end, and it was just a great battle, and I haven't had the best weekend, so that was a good way to round it off.
Anyone to thank?
Yeah, my mum and dad, RTL Motorcycles, VSIP.co.uk, PSP, my mum and dad, grandma.
Well done to you, Cameron. We move on to the Nitro Newcomer winner, but 2nd overall in the race, Daniel Booth. In the last race, you took the lead of the Newcomer Championship. You sort of extended that lead even more now, so it's looking pretty good for you going into Mallory.
Yeah. That was my aim for the season, really, to try and win the Newcomers. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. That race I didn't get a good start again, but managed to just break away from the pack, and then yeah.
3rd place in the race overall, Ed Best. Ed, it's perhaps not been the strongest Aprilia Super Team weekend that you've had all season long, but 3rd place in the championship is there, and you've been testing a few other machines as well. How have you found the weekend?
Yeah, I found it hard to swap between the Moto 3 and the Aprilia at the moment, but sure I'll get there. At Mallory I'll be on the Aprilia, so I can just work on that, try and get a better place, try and be up near the front more, be up with Rory and stuff, so yeah.
Anyone to thank?
Thank my mum, my dad, Steve Holborough from Simcirrus, Harbour Auto, Spender's Motorcycles, Pumpkin Print, Aprilia, Thundersport and Dunlop.
Well done to you, Edmund. We move on to the race winner now, Georgina Polden. Georgina, it's always great to have you up on the top step. Of course, Rory's had a fantastic weekend, celebrating the championship, and either way, you may well have inherited 25 points, but that doesn't really make much of a difference. It's a nice way to end the weekend.
Yeah, definitely a win is what we wanted. Unfortunately, Rory broke down, so hopefully his bike's all right as long as he's okay. But yeah, to come away to finish the weekend with a win was pretty good for us, really. And just to secure the championship in 2nd is a big achievement for us, and I'm really happy.